There's no one here beside me, but you gotta have friends. They'll help you in the end. But I was abandoned. Ripley left me. I think she went pee. Now I'm all alone in the lonely world. But anyway, you ever been skiing outside on a nice steep slope? I know I haven't. Gotta adjust the microphone. Just this, just that. Ripley left me to bed. Now there's nobody here but us. There's nobody here but us. What is it from? That's from something. Nobody here but us turtle shells.
That sounds like the beginning of a sad song. Like the watermelon song.
A watermelon song.
Who can say where the watermelon grows?
Where the watermelon grows?
Isn't that the words?
I don't think that's the word.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Good story. Good story. All right,
I'm looking up that song.
We're gonna end it there. I'm looking up that song. Oh boy, Ripley's not invested. We'll come back next week.
What?
I'm just waiting.
For what?
Something amazing, I guess.
What is that from again?
The Incredibles.
Okay. I watched an interesting video about The Incredibles the other day.
I didn't.
It was made...
What were you waiting for there? You want me to...
Basically, The Incredibles came out when they were like, we need new cartoons. But like, the mom is Elastigirl because they needed her to be like equal with the dad, you know, Mr. Incredible.
Equal with the dad.
Yeah, like they were like, well, he's big and scary and like he's up in this woman's face, so like she has to be able to do something too, where she like it can't just be like this big, strong superhero guy yelling at his wife. So she's Elastigirl. She can physically stretch herself to make herself bigger than him, and she's also a mom, so she can stretch herself thin to take care of everybody. But it was a really cool explanation about like what each person gives to the family and like, you know, what the story was born out of was kind of like a darker place. So
we need it to be, you know, domestic abuse, but she stands up for herself a little bit,
yeah,
so she can get taller.
Push her around, you know, she can hit back.
We didn't hit back. She was the one that was in charge of that whole relationship.
Yeah, it was supposed to like subvert your expectations about how relationships work.
Yeah, I wasn't like 40 when it came out. I was a kid and was like, "Oh, cool, superheroes!" Like,
I was too.
What the fuck? I don't care. Why would I care?
I remember seeing The Incredibles in theaters for the first time when it came out. It was really cool.
Yeah, like why would I care who's in charge of the relationship there? Like, oh my gosh, the female superhero is yelling at the male superhero. We can't watch this. Come on, mom, we're out of this theater. This sucks.
I also really liked the second Incredibles, but I thought the plot was a lot more predictable.
Yeah, the second one was...
It was still good, but it was just like...
It was good to see the like characters again, but nothing was like...
It wasn't special.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Well. Welcome back to Mindless Prattle, where we talk about stuff and things for you and your ears to enjoy. That's Jordon. I'm Ripley. And we're the Prattlers.
Is that what we are now?
What? We are the ones who prattle.
Why are you so far away? You suck at this.
Why are you so far away?
I'm right here. That's why my voice is carrying the whole podcast.
I really wanted to play Call of Duty lately.
Oh boy.
But like...
I'm sorry, we're on episode 75. She didn't say it, but that's what we are.
Wow. That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, one more than 74, some would say. Others would look at it and go, that's almost 76.
Well, there are now the same amount of episodes of our podcast that there were of the amount of Hunger Games.
Okay. Thank goodness we made that distinction.
Okay.
You know what I'd like to associate? Children dying.
No, sorry. I don't know. The cats
What are
have
you
been acting
doing?
crazy
We're over here.
ever since
Stop.
we packed everything. Like, we started packing stuff up. Like,
Yeah, they're stressed out because you keep drawing attention to them. Leave them be. They'll be okay.
you quit drawing attention to them.
You're the one turning around and not talking. You're like, what? Anyway. Oh, yeah, that makes for great fucking stories.
Well, we went to Las Vegas for 4th of July. Oh my god, it was so hot.
Yep, that's all we did. We got off, and all she did was complain about the heat the whole time.
It was literally so ridiculously hot. And it was just getting hotter as we left.
It felt nicer than here, though.
No, I like it
It
here.
felt nicer than Austin. You know why? It didn't have humidity. So when I went outside, and yeah, it was hot, but I was still able to, like, be dry. Here, if it's half that fucking temperature, I walk outside and I'm still wet from the humidity. I'm like, awesome, love it, can't wait.
It feels much nicer out here.
Today it does, but overall it doesn't over there. You know why you don't like it over there? I'll tell you why. You don't like it over there.
I'll tell you what.
You don't like it over there because A, you lick your lips a lot, and B, you scratch your nose a lot. So when it's dry, it dries out faster, and you get like chapped lips, and your nose hurts, and you're like, oh, it's so dried out here. It's also because you don't drink enough water. But here you're like, no, the water's in the air, so I don't have to drink as much, and it helps moisture.
I drank a lot of water last night.
Yeah, that was after you were complaining, though. See how it doesn't work that way?
I drank 3 bottles.
When?
Last night and this morning.
Right. Last night. Oh, now it's last night and this morning. Okay. See, I drank 4 yesterday before I went outside.
Well, that's an improvement for me, okay?
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I'm only slightly dehydrated now. Let's go outside. Tell you exactly why you don't like the dry. It's because you yourself are dry.
It's just so hot.
No. You yourself are dry. So when you go out there, you're like, oh, no, the little moisture I have left is leaving me. That's why you don't like it. No rebuttal on that one.
Are you saying you're wet?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm hydrated internally. You are not.
How was your visit to the DMV out there?
Oh, we're just gonna change subjects, are we?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Well, the DMV wasn't as dry as you, so it's.
After this conversation, yeah.
She don't like being called out because then she has to actually look at herself and be like, "Oh shit, it is me."
I am the problem. Call me Taylor Swift.
You love that song, but you never want to follow the lyrics.
She doesn't fix anything in that song. She just says she's the problem and that's it.
Yeah, I know. And you're always like, I am the problem. Tee-hee. Anyway, back to video games. Like, oh, good. Making progress over there, are you? Oh, people go, oh, it was me. I am the problem. How can I fix it? Is the next question that they ask. Not going, oh, that reminds me of Taylor Swift. Anyway, what was I doing?
Yeah, you know what? That's the part I'm working on right now, okay?
Okay.
Being mentally stable is not easy. Anyway. I don't know how people do it.
Oh, boy. You are something. Hey, so when's this book of yours coming out?
Soon.
Wow. You heard it here for the, what is that, 75th week in a row. It's soon. Soon is when it's coming out.
It needs to be edited a lot. A lot.
A little less than soon. That's okay. Yeah. Or longer than soon, whichever way you want to push it.
I don't know. We'll see how quickly I edit it and make it look nice.
So not in the near future is what we're looking at. Got it.
A month or 2.
That's not soon.
Like, it just depends on what I do on my days off this week. Because I have to pack still, too.
It just depends on what I do. Yeah.
I get 3 days off a week now, though, so that's helped me a lot.
Yep. And you're working, what, 12, 16-hour days?
No.
What were you working?
Like 8 to 10.
8 to 10. Okay, so 8 to 10 plus, like 7 hours of sleep because you don't get a full, you get a full 8. That'd be crazy. That's 17. And we got, math-wise, another 7 hours of something every day that we're just kind of like, no, I have to work today, so therefore I can't pack or write this morning.
I also have to eat. and
I don't think
clean.
ramen takes that much time, and you put off cleaning to like the 1 day a week where you clean.
That's not what I've been doing lately.
Not lately, but traditionally it's what's been happening.
I am. You know
So
what? This is part of the problem because you're always like, oh, like how are you gonna improve things? But you keep making fun of me, and it makes me feel bad. Like I shouldn't keep improving.
well, I'm sorry if I say you do things this way and you say no, I'm getting better. I do them this way. I fail to see why that means that you have to stop doing things better.
I don't want
If
to be
I
perceived.
say you clean once a week and you say no, I have a schedule. I clean this, and this on Monday, and this room on Tuesday, and then I do a full clean on Thursdays, and I change them depending on my off days. I think that's a much better comeback than, well, I'm improving, so therefore you shut up.
I'm not so good at talking.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you expect so much of me. I'm good at writing, not so much at talking.
Well, you can write it down and then tell it to me, but that'll be in a few months because it's got to get edited, so. Oh, whatever. See? You turned around that time. That wasn't even me.
That is my baby.
That one's, nah, well, that one can be yours. She's annoying.
You picked her.
Whatever. All I'm saying is, you clean an hour a day, you take an hour to eat, it still leaves you an hour to get ready, let's say. That still leaves you 4 hours a day to write and play video games. Even if you alternate, that's 4 hours one day and then 4 hours another day. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've been writing a lot more lately.
I know. I've been pestering you a lot more lately, too.
Well, I've also had a lot more mental energy now that I'm not dying all the time at work.
Yes.
Listen.
What are we listening for?
I'm just having a lot of anxiety and stress.
I didn't say you weren't.
I'm working on it.
I didn't say you weren't doing that either.
And I will ask for your help to work on it.
That's good. Hey, you also haven't posted anything in a while, have you?
On what?
Anything? That's crazy.
I was thinking I want to start like a schedule, like certain days I do the thing.
Mm-hmm. It's been like 8 episodes since you said you'd do that.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
In every episode, she goes, I haven't done that, but I'll start it on a schedule.
Listen, you know what? Trying to run a podcast successfully when you're this mentally ill is like... And now I'm at the journey.
That was a good thought. We'll get back to the last half later.
So I'm at the point in my mental health where I know things aren't right or they aren't rational. And I just...
It's a lot of run-on sentences that don't have an end.
That's
All
it.
right,
It's like, okay, now what are we going to do about it? So I'm struggling with that lately, but...
Oh, boy.
I just have so many demands in my life. How am I supposed to make content and write a book and play video
So
games
many
and go to
demands.
work and pack and clean?
So many demands, you say.
So many.
If only someone had, like, I don't know, 8 different journaling and scheduling apps on her phone that could help with these sort of things. Like, wow, I have a list of 8 things I need to do this week.
Why do you think I got
And you got a list of 8 things you got to do this week, and you know how long each one's going to take. You go, oh, on my day off, I'll pack because that takes longer. But on my day that I'm working, I'll spend 3 hours writing it because that's what I want to do. And then the next day after that, we'll spend an hour cleaning and then the rest of the time playing video games. Like, you can schedule it out. It's not difficult. You just have to stop and think about it, and that's where you're falling short.
That's why I got
That's where you're falling short. You interrupted me. Don't act like I was done talking.
I got the calendar app for a reason, and that is to help with that.
I'm aware. Now, may I finish my thought of, and you got the calendar app, when you see you putting things in it, and then you think too much about it and forget it because you don't want to do things. You're like, no, I got to do other stuff today. There's too much stuff on my agenda overall. We can't do anything today. I know, we'll turn on Grey's Anatomy and boot up The Sims.
That's not what I've been doing.
Nah, This is the part where you tell me what you've been doing.
I've been writing and cleaning a lot.
On a schedule? Or just whenever?
On a schedule.
What is the schedule?
It was on the whiteboard. Now
so we don't have the schedule anymore. What are you doing now?
Recording the podcast.
About the schedule, ma'am. What? Thank God you're here. I thought we were just talking to the screen.
Well, so Mondays I clean the cat's water thingy, and I do like a kitchen deep clean, but we clean the kitchen every day. So like Monday is just like a bigger clean. And then the bedroom on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the bathroom on Wednesday and Friday.
What are you doing in the bedroom that you gotta clean it twice a week?
Well, sometimes I have a lot of water bottles and stuff that like stack up. So
Oh, you mean like throw away trash in there?
yes, it's like to keep myself from.
It is difficult to be like, what is that empty bottle doing? Nah, it's not Tuesday. I'll leave it for then.
I would like to get a bedroom trash can.
No, I'm not getting you more trash cans. It's like
Well,
you don't
let me
need
put this
you
one in
don't need more trash cans. You don't need more laundry baskets because you know what that does? It just spreads out the mess so it looks like less, and then you don't want to do it at all. You know how I know? Because this trash underneath your desk and my desk was full for months.
I don't use that one.
I don't care. It was
didn't know it
full
was
for
there.
months, and you've been in that month time frame. You've been like, no, I cleaned out here. Yeah, well, you missed the trash can full of trash.
Because I don't use it, so I forgot it was there.
Exactly. You're not gonna use the one in the bedroom either. You know how I know? Because everything just stacks up on your desk because it's a 6-foot walk to the nearest trash can.
But I could throw it away if there was a trash can.
You could throw it away because we have a trash can right now. I'm just saying, every night when I take out my contacts, I walk 6 feet and throw them away in the trash. And then I wake up and yours are on the counter. Which is, by the way, the bathroom counter is in between two trash cans. And you use neither. So I don't want to hear we need more trash cans.
In the bathroom.
Right. There's one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen. You are sitting in between both and decided I'll put these on the counter.
Put you on the counter.
Yeah, you could do that too if you were a little stronger, but
and then I need to work it out. There's just too much to do all the time.
There's not too much to do all the time. I told you get on a schedule. You're not gonna work out 7 days a week starting out. You're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna work out like 1, maybe 2 times a week. And that's what I'm telling you. Look at it. And if you're only gonna schedule 2 hours of writing, well shoot, there's still 4 hours left. Go to the gym for an hour. Go to the gym for an hour, shower, get ready for work, write for a little bit, then go to work.
I need the gym code.
The what? That's fine. That's not an issue. But you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to be like, oh, there's 8 things on my agenda this week. I can't fit 8 things in every day, so I'll do none of them today. Like then you're doing shit all the rest of the week too, because you're like, I put it off yesterday. I'll put it off today too. Like,
sometimes I can barely even take care of myself.
That's fine. You get a day where things are hard and difficult. You're like, well, what's the most important thing on the agenda today? Clean the kitchen. Cool. Do that real quick and then take a 6-hour break. Whatever. Some days are harder than others. But you can't tell me, oh, I can't do anything today, tomorrow, and the next day because I have 8 things to do this week.
You make everything sound so logical.
That's crazy. It is. I mean, you stop and think about it.
I'm just like so itchy.
Yeah, if you scratch it, it'll help.
For a moment it does.
For a moment it does. But long term, okay. I hate it.
So I told Jordon, but I started a new medication, right? And my doctor goes, just so you know, about 1 in every 300 people experiences this rash. And if you get this rash, you need to stop taking this medication immediately, or else you'll die. And I was like, why would you tell someone you're treating for OCD that they could get a rash and die?
Yeah, it was not the greatest advice that could have happened.
I just texted Jordon. I was like, thanks, special brain.
So now she's like, what is it? Is this a rash? Is this what it's rat? I'm like, no, you got some grease on you last night. They're little speckles because they're burned. Oh, okay.
We had Cafe Rio last night. For those of you from not Las Vegas, it's a Tex-Mex place. Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah, it's like Chipotle, but like not as great because they just kind of pile a bunch of stuff in a bowl and call it good enough. Like there's more options at Cafe Rio.
I like Cafe Rio's chicken a lot.
The meat itself is not as good as Chipotle's. Depending on the Chipotle meat. Like a lot of the Chipotle meat's better than the Cafe Rio stuff.
I like Chipotle meat, but like almost all of their meat has like an undercurrent of spice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you not allowed to have flavor in your life?
I like flavor.
You just got like the blandest chicken from Cafe Rio. I don't know what you're talking about.
Cafe Rio's chicken's not bland.
Yeah, that's why you had to put a bunch of stuff on it to make it taste good, huh?
I have always eaten it that way.
Exactly.
Their elote was really good. I didn't know they even had that, actually.
And I like Cafe Rio. I just like Chipotle better, except for recently because their prices have gone way up.
Okay.
Did you see that they're getting investigated for like lowering their portion sizes but increasing their prices?
Yeah, did you see a
I'm
fine
like,
like this guy, he went to like 300 Chipotles and like mobile ordered, went in person to test the different sizes and found like crazy
there's a
huge numbers
difference.
of
If you
difference.
mobile order, you got way less food. That was one of his
Yeah,
findings,
he was
wasn't it?
like
Like
one of
if
the
you,
things was like it was like like the smallest burrito was like 70% smaller than the largest one. Like
mm-hmm,
that there's a huge amount of variance in there.
yeah, like if you mobile order their stuff, it's almost always smaller because they're like, I don't want to take the time to put all this stuff in there, and what are you gonna do? Complain about it? Like you. Especially if it's like DoorDash or something, they're like, somebody's gonna get it, whatever, see ya.
And it's so expensive. Jordan and I usually split something when we go to Chipotle because
You
like
have to.
it's
It's
just not worth
crazy.
it.
A burrito is like $11, and then if you want steak, it's like $12.50. And I'm like, I'm not spending $12.50 on one burrito. Then I'm like,
Same thing at Cafe Rio. Everything, honestly.
crazy.
Like, you know what? There's a huge disconnect I feel right now because people are like, oh, the economy's so great. Look at the stock market. And then it's like people like us are like, I can't afford food, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But the
sure.
economy's going up, stocks are going up. You're like, that's great. So is the cost of everything,
Now,
and
the
I
real
hate
economy, like what
it.
normal people live by, is not great.
Yeah, it's like 90% of the countries like, oh, the fucking Dow Jones went up today, and you're like, cool, 10% of the people got more money today. The rest of us are still struggling. Like, what the fuck does that?
Like,
Oh, good, a number on a screen went up, so other people are happy. Yay!
yeah,
Like,
congratulations to your investors, but
hmm
us peons down here are
you know what they thought
starving.
was gonna happen? They thought, oh, we'll give you guys more money, and then you can put it back in the economy. And you know what happened? They gave those guys more money, and they went, yep, I'm gonna invest it and keep it. And we went, cool. I guess we'll never get that money in the economy then. Like,
Apparently I left my game emulator at your dad's.
did you?
I guess it slipped out of my bag.
Where'd you leave it? Just on a counter
I
somewhere
think
or
it was probably on
something?
the floor. I think it slipped out of my backpack.
Ooh,
How am I gonna play Pokemon Emerald now?
I think you'll be okay.
But
Meh. Is that what you said?
Pokemon.
I think that's what you said. Yeah. That's how they talk in the game. Oh my gosh, my neck is hurting. I fucked it up last night while I was sleeping or something.
Really?
Yeah, I also didn't sleep very much at all. I think I only slept like 2 or 3 hours. But
Really? I heard you snoring.
yeah, for like 2 or 3 hours. I woke up like every 20 minutes.
I gotta say though, that other bed was not that comfortable either. Like I thought, is it your old bed or? 'Cause it's
Nah.
not comfortable. I was like, this is not comfortable. I don't know what this is.
No, I think they got a new one.
Okay, yeah, no, it's kind of a hard mattress.
Hmm.
And it was very hot, the blanket they had in there. Like,
Oh yeah, no, that whole room is.
it was like scratchy.
I do like their carpets. We're talking about my dad's house. We stayed there for a few days while we were visiting, and the carpet's nice because they put in like the full inch like padding underneath their carpets, so it's super like soft. That's nice.
As it should be.
Our new apartment, it has I think 1/4 inch, so it's not very fluffy. But it's funny, you can tell where the previous tenants had their beds
Yeah.
in the 2 room because there's a square in the center of both of the rooms that the padding is noticeably thicker because nothing's been pressing down on it. It's because the beds were there. And so I'm like, oh, it's squishy over here. All right.
I'm actually really excited. You said there's a lot more wood flooring too.
Yeah, the only carpet is in the 2 bedrooms. Everything else is the wooden flooring, which is surprising because we're on the 3rd floor. So like, crazy. Our neighbors are not gonna like us. Like even when I'm walking from the bedroom to the bathroom, I like walk across the floor, and even right now, it's like I can hear it echoing in the floor, and I'm like, oh, I'm just walking, like, not even doing anything. This is crazy.
But I'm so excited.
Hmm.
And like, where do we want to put our furniture? That's always a fun part to me is like figuring out like which way your furniture goes.
No, there's a correct way that the furniture goes.
Where does the bed go?
Correctly.
Okay, what's that?
What do you mean? What's that? You
Like
you haven't
here,
even
we
seen
put
it.
it wherever we wanted it.
No, we put it in the one place that it would fit because the room was designed to have it right there.
Okay. Well, what were you gonna say?
About what?
I don't know. You were gonna say something, and then I cut you off.
Yeah, there's a correct place for all the things.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what? All the furniture has the correct place. That's it. That's what it is.
One thing I really do want to get is like one of those pot holder things. It's like the pots
What?
and pans are organized and like
What?
the thing I showed you.
The thing you showed me. Yes,
Amazon?
she's only ever showed me one thing.
In our whole relationship, I have shown you one thing.
What are you talking about?
It's like a little organizer for pots and pans. So
Oh, like the stand-up thing?
not the stand-up one.
If these pots and pans are standing up, I'm about to hit somebody.
Don't hit me, because they're not.
If you lying right now, I swear, it's happening. Look, now she's trying to find one that's laying down because it was standing up, wasn't it?
No.
Let's see it. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay. Let's see what it is. Is it standing up?
Like this.
Wow, they're standing up.
That's not standing up.
What would you call it? Are they standing sideways? Those are standing up. And why would I need that exactly?
Because it would look nicer than what we have like now.
It would look nicer than what we have now? It'd be more annoying. How's that going to fit anywhere? Where's that go?
I don't know. I haven't seen our cabinets yet.
Exactly. I have, and you're wrong.
You're
Like,
wrong.
where is this supposed to go exactly?
I don't know. In a cabinet.
In a cabinet. You're right. Why didn't I think of that?
Wherever you put pots and pans.
Like, look at this giant area that this place has.
I know.
Who has a cabinet that big? And you're like, yeah, I need a serving tray and some other stuff on there. Quick and easy, is it? Like, what are we doing here?
We don't have to. I just thought it might be useful.
Wow, that's nice of you. We don't have to,
The cats are gonna love the space.
but it'll save half of a second to grab a pan. Oh, thank goodness.
And that's one thing I'm struggling with too. Is like when it comes to packing the kitchen, like how do I know what to pack and not pack yet?
What do you mean?
Or like we have like a.
Remember that KitchenAid that you've never used? You should pack that. You know that blender that you've never touched? Pack that up. You know the charcuterie boards that you're probably not going to use? Pack those up. You know the air fryer and the rice cooker and the deep fryer? Pack those up. What? Man, that's just off the top of my head. I can see them right here. The crock pot? Pack them up. Like what? It's not this big of a mystery to me.
Listen.
All the baking trays that we use once a month? Pack those up.
I'm actually really
Everything
excited.
except for like a fork, a spoon, a bowl, a plate,
I'm
a
excited
cup.
to be able to use the KitchenAid though, because like right now it's a pain in the ass to get out and it's heavy.
Yeah,
I'd like to bake.
I'd like to bake too, but not here. So pack it up.
Okay.
Everything except for like what I have down there, pack it up. You know what I have down there? I have one cup, one plate, one fork, one spoon, one bowl.
Okay. Well,
That's it.
Why don't you take some stuff back with you?
I will.
Well.
Everything else in the kitchen, pack it up. You don't need it.
What if I pack you up?
That's good luck with that. You don't need it. Pack it up.
Oh my god, I saw this terrible video.
That's nice. This is the depression part of the episode.
Yeah, it's a little bit. This
Children are
woman was playing
dying.
hide and seek with her boyfriend,
She threw the kid out the window.
and he like hid in a suitcase and then couldn't get himself out. And so she just recorded herself watching him like die in the suitcase, like suffocate to death. And apparently like he screamed all night long, and she was just like, this is how I feel when you cheat on me. This is how I feel when you do this. This is how I feel when you abuse me, all this stuff. And then she went upstairs and went to bed and left him to suffocate.
What suitcase would you suffocate in, though?
I don't know, because like I guess he like
Even the zippers, I feel like if you like push on it hard enough, you can break a zipper pretty easy.
Yeah, she took a video of it while she did it, and like they showed part of it in the thing I saw, and I was like, oh my god, that's just. I don't care what he did. I don't know how you watch that happen to somebody. Maybe it's just because I'm not a terrible.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine that they die in there either, but at a certain point, you'd be like, that's a lot of screaming. Like, I don't.
Yeah, he was like in the beginning he was screaming that he can't breathe, and like I guess he screamed all night long. See that, and you can't
If you
judge
scream
people,
all night long, how did he suffocate then? What?
probably because he used up all the air that was like he had available in there, and she didn't let him out. So then he
Yeah, but if you're screaming all night, that's either a giant suitcase or you're not screaming that loud because you would use up the
I
oxygen
guess he was a
pretty
really
quick.
big guy too.
Yeah,
I'm like, why would you even hide in a suitcase if you're that big of a man?
or just don't zip it all the way up. I don't know.
But yeah, I was just like, that's really fucking weird. First of all, that they were like,
Have you
40
seen
years old.
that video of the I don't know where it's at, but I saw it every once in a while. This girl and she's dancing in her like living room, and she goes over to like this coffee table, and the center of it, it's like a giant basket on the outside, and the center of it is a glass top. So she picks up the glass top and she does like a snake charmer dance and goes down into the basket and puts the glass on top, right? But the glass clicks back into place and you can't open it from the inside. So now she's laying in this giant basket with the glass on top, and she just goes boom, boom, wah!
Oh my
And like
God.
starts screaming. And then someone runs over and like opens it, and then he's just like, "What are you doing in there? Like, why would you jump in there?"
That is so scary. I don't like. I just
I'm like,
think,
oh my gosh.
like being buried alive or suffocating to death. That just seems
That
so
one
terrible.
that one you wouldn't worry about though. The holes in the basket were big enough you could breathe.
Oh, okay.
And
You're
they
stuck.
yeah, you were just stuck in there because the lid or the glass like latched onto it, so that the glass didn't move. You know. But I'm like,
Isn't
that's
that why
funny.
a lot of trunks have emergency releases now?
Trunks, yeah. Same with a lot of fridges.
Freezers.
Fridges don't latch anymore because people started dying in them, which was interesting because at first they were like, yeah, you can get in this fridge and survive the apocalypse when the bombs go off. And
But you can't get out.
and then they started thinking about it and they're like, oh wait, you can't open it from the inside. So some of those old fridges, like you could unlatch it from the inside, but a lot of them you couldn't. I've seen videos of like the old fridges that have like a pole through the center of it, and then all the shelves rotate. Like they're like
Really?
yeah, they're giant metal racks that like rotate inside so you can see everything and you don't have to like reach behind stuff, and it's really cool design.
That seems cool, yeah.
You know, and they were like, oh, and it's great because one of the videos was like, yeah, and then when the bombs drop, all you got to do is grab the pole and yank it out, and everything comes out of your fridge, and there's a room for you to get in your fridge. And I'm like, oh yeah.
So
that's
speaking
like,
of bomb, you reminded me. So I think it's in Fallout 4. Have you ever found the underground bunker this dad made for his family, like next to a car junkyard?
I don't think so.
Okay, so like it's really depressing.
I think it's this one. This is what I'm talking
That's
about.
really cool.
So like everything rotates out, and
Why have we stopped innovating things?
Technically, it wasn't the best like design to keep things cold. But yeah, it has like the lazy Susan in the middle, so you can you would just grab it and pull it out and jump in.
I like that. But yeah, so you start reading all these like things about the dad getting this underground shelter prepped, and then you go inside their little bunker after finding the password and doing all this stuff, and you see that there's just a bunch of skeletons down there. And the dad's like last message talks about how he forgot to ventilate.
Oh yeah, I
thing
have been in there.
properly,
Yeah,
so
he's
they all
like,
just
we
suffocated to
didn't
death.
ventilate it. Yeah, there's
I'm
no
like,
air
that
in
is
here. You're like,
horrible. Like, I guess it's better than dying from nuclear radiation, but
I guess I don't know.
can you imagine, like, you have food, you have water, you got everything you need, but you forgot the air part.
Yeah, there's no air.
There's a lot of little things like that in Fallout where you're like, that's fucked up.
I mean, a corporation said, "Fuck this place. We're gonna, we'll see you in years to come." You're like, okay.
Other than that, what you been up to?
I don't know what their ultimate goal was. Like, kill everybody. The people that survive are loyal to you because you gave them refuge during the apocalypse.
I don't know. I think
then-
it feels very eugenics, especially the way the TV show presented it. Like they're gonna rebuild a new world order with only the people that they deem as qualified, or
Yeah, but they
and
also
experiments
weren't
on everyone
planning.
else.
They also weren't planning on so many people surviving. It's
Yeah.
like, they came out with service and I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of people
they're
up
like,
here.
I thought more of you would die.
Mm,
But if you look at the Fallout lore as well, the bombs they only dropped like 12 nukes or something. Like it's not enough to cover the whole United States, you know.
no,
so,
it
like,
was just like major populated areas.
so why do they
Oh,
think that everybody would die? Because that's not how that works.
I don't know. they probably thought that they would bomb this like key areas, and then the radiation would just carry over so long that the other people wouldn't be able to survive off the little food or whatever is left. Like, well, I don't know.
And then Jordon and I are hopefully going to get new tattoos.
If they ever get back to us,
She might just be busy. Or she might be trying to see if it's something she can design before she responds.
maybe. But I mean, gotta get back quick because I don't know if I want to drive up 4 hours up here.
I mean, we could always find some place down there, right?
I don't know.
I don't know tattoo artists in that place, but we'll find them.
Oh my gosh, it's
It's tired in here.
it is. I've been falling asleep like a lot recently. I I don't know. Did I talk about the internet last week on here? I don't think I did.
No, I think you just told me.
So we got to the new place, right? And I set up the internet, or I tried to, and this fucking modem was just blinking for like an hour
Blinking
while
at me like a
while
little
it
bitch.
said it was connecting, and I was like, sure. After an hour, it was like failed to connect. I'm like, glad that took an hour. So then I tried it again with a different different cable, different location, all these like steps online that were like, oh yeah, if it doesn't work, go here, do this, do that. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. And then after like 3 hours, I was like, hey, it's still not working. And then it was like, oh yeah, if it's still not working, you we'll have to send a technician out to go help you. And I was like, why didn't you do that 3 hours ago when I said, hey, this isn't working? Like, I had to do this for 3 hours. I'm like, and the worst part is I know he's gonna show up and it's gonna take him like 5 minutes to fix it. And I'm like, I'm gonna be so annoyed. They had a tutorial. It's just it wasn't working. Apparently, what they said is the line hasn't been like activated or whatever. It needs to be tested. And I was like, this building's been here a while. Why did you not activate it? Like, what the fuck?
I just bought this. You said that we were all good, so.
Yeah, I'm like, you're the one that told me we were good. I'm like,
Oh, it's my cousin's birthday tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't talk to a lot of my family, but sometimes I'll look at the date and I'm like, oh yeah, it's this person's birthday.
Yeah.
They grew up so fast.
Steam summer sale's going on right now. It's not helping my wallet.
I won't even look at it.
Hogwarts Legacy was on sale for like $20 or something like that. So I got that. I'm excited.
When are you gonna play it?
I don't know. I don't think my laptop can run it, so I'd have to play it on my computer.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, if you want, we could play it together today. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played it in a while, so.
Yeah. Well, let's do that. I haven't done a little while then. Oh, by golly, May.
Gee whiz.
I don't know. I had a lot of traumatic things. I don't know if you want to call them traumatic things. I don't know. I had a lot of emotionally draining things happen this week
Yeah.
that I'm not going to talk about. So it's, I don't have much going on, but I still want to make the episode at least a decent length. So here we are.
I want to start watching it's not called The Winx Club. What is it called on Netflix?
I don't know. Winx, Jinx. You owe me a
It's
Coke?
based off The Winx Club, but they call it Winx, like Winx
Yeah.
Awakening or something like that.
Yeah, it's like Winx, Jinx, get me a Coke. And then,
I got Dr. B's.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I've seen the main actress in anything else, but she's so cute.
okay.
The chick who plays Bloom, she's got a very interesting face. Like, you know, like a lot of people in Hollywood tend to look the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
Just look up Bloom from Winx.
Mm-hmm.
Look up live action Bloom.
No, you keep talking. I'll do what I need to.
But I like her face. Like, she doesn't look like the stereotypical, like, gorgeous beauty they hire for these things, you know?
Yeah, she's not that pretty is what you're saying.
No, she's pretty, but, like, in a normal way, not like a supermodel way, you know? Like, she looks like somebody you could meet in real life and be like, oh, that's pretty.
The
The cat's screaming at us.
cat does what the cat does.
She's pawing at the door like, why isn't it open?
Why are you kicking things over there? That's crazy.
Good job. Must have rained while we're gone. Everything's wet outside.
Are you serious?
What?
You're the one that told me about the thunderstorm yesterday. You said, look, I hope the cats are okay. There's a thunderstorm going on right now.
But then I looked at the thing and I didn't see anything on our camera.
You didn't see what was going on outside on our indoor camera, so you assumed that every weather app we have was wrong.
Oh my god, never mind. It's fine.
Oh, what's that? Are we using logic again?
But Bloom was my favorite when I was a kid. I loved the Winx Club. I also like her, but they made them all look super different for the show.
Her? Who's her?
I don't remember her name. She's the flower fairy.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's definitely doesn't have black hair, but I mean...
I think they've got these pictures wrong, because, like, in the show, that one's somebody else. The techno girl.
That one is somebody else. What the
Like,
heck
I think
does
I got
that
these two on
mean?
the end swapped, because the techno girl was a different person in the show.
I don't know who we're talking about now. There's a bunch of different pictures that I'm seeing of who's who and who's not who. So
Yeah,
I don't
they're not putting the right cartoon characters with them.
I don't know that they knew this at all. Ah, yes, like the weird anime version of it. What is this face? Okay.
I wish we could share.
Anyway,
It does have some pretty good actors though that are like famous and been in the thing for a while, like the headmistress of the show. Did you see Wednesday is getting another season?
I would imagine so. I think they're gonna lose a lot of their steam though. Like
Yeah, 'cause
it should have been announced and in production already. Like
Well-
it's been a while with the
one of the
how
actors
much it was.
was like sexually assaulted a girl or something like that. So I think they were taking a while because they had to figure out what to do without him.
which dude. It was like one of the main guys, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find the info.
I don't know. Let's see. Wednesday. Assault actor. There you go.
Percy Hines White.
Oh, that guy. Accused of assault and racism. Alright,
Together at the same time.
sure. Who did he play? I don't care about that.
Cats are being frisky. I don't remember who he played. One of the main love interests, I think.
I thought so too. Was he the main like love interest?
Not the monster guy, but I think the other one.
I'm gonna separate you two over there. Wow.
Hey, you two be nice to each other, okay? You quit.
You two being it. Well, why didn't I think of that? Crazy.
I always love it though when they're like, this actor came out and said the abuse allegations are false. Like, what else are they supposed to do? Come out and be like, yes, I did abuse that person.
Oh yeah, he's like the okay. All right, no Malfoy wannabe over there. That's weird. Yeah, he was one of the main dudes. That makes sense why it got delayed then. Yeah. Get to know Xavier and Wednesday.
How come like main love interests always have like a dark name, like Xavier or Darkness Dementia Ravenway? You know, like it's
Those
never
were
the
not
same.
even remotely the same that you just said there. Who do I talk to rename hurricanes?
Why?
Because hurricanes have the worst names and people die because of it.
What do you mean?
Like you're in Florida right now, or not Florida. You're in say Houston right now, right? And the news pops on, and they said you have to be very careful. You might have to evacuate. Category 5 hurricane barrels coming at you. All right. Like last time there was one that was like Martha. You're like Martha's coming. You're like okay.
But
And there was a
isn't it-
comedian too that was like there's a convention and they follow that convention because they already have like the pre-planned names for like every
Yeah,
hurricane.
it just goes on the alphabet, right?
Yeah, in different, but they have different names already pre-planned. However, I'm saying like if you went, Burl's a category 5, you gotta evacuate. Be like, okay, I mean that makes sense. But if you were like, hey, Hurricane Death is coming at you, and you'd be like, oh, I should leave. Like Hurricane Death, get out of the way could be a category 1, but I'd still want to leave more
Hurricane Death Eater
more
coming
than
at you.
Hurricane Earl. You know, like it's
I like it when the hurricanes are
saying.
named after women.
okay. That's okay. And so anyway, but yeah, no, that's why I was like, I don't know about I don't know how do I change the name? Who names hurricanes? Who names hurricane? Look,
Does it depend on where in the world they are?
the World Meteorological Organization, a United Nations agency, is responsible for naming Atlantic hurricanes and other tropical storms since the 1950s. Okay. They have a committee, maintains 6 alphabetical lists of 21 names, which use, with one list used each year.
Unless it's
So
like...
typically every 6 years, you'll see the same names again.
I do like
which,
that it says if it's particularly deadly or costly, its name may be retired. Yeah, I don't think anybody would want another Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, they retired Katrina, Maria, Harvey, and Ida. So, but again, like, let's look at these list of names. How are names chosen? No, I want the list of names. There we go. So 2024 was Alberto, Beryl, which is what we're on now, Chris, Debbie, Ernesto, Francine, Gordon,
Hurricane
Helen,
Gordon.
Isaac, Joyce, Kirk, Leslie, Milton, Nadine, Oscar, Patty,
Oh gosh.
Raphael, Sarah, Tony, Valerie, William. Like they have it through 2028 right now.
Could you imagine? Hurricane Patty is coming at you.
Oh my gosh. Like, Hurricane Jerry. Ooh, Jerry's on his way. Like what? Okay. What are these? Hurricane Van.
Hurricane Van.
Okay, man. I like that none of them go past W. Like we don't need the last couple letters there. That's fine.
What would you name them?
I think it's because they just don't want to go up with Z names, I guess. I don't know.
Hurricane Zebra.
Bertha's coming back around in 2026. Omar, Paulette. Yep. Sally. Oh, yeah. Hurricane Teddy. He coming.
I'm never gonna be a hurricane.
Oh, this would be good if it happens in 2027. Mm-hmm.
Claudette.
Yep.
Elsa. Hurricane Elsa.
Elsa. It was a cold one. It's a Frozen joke.
I got it.
Well, you didn't laugh.
I did laugh.
No, you didn't.
In my head, I laughed.
Odette, Peter, Rose, Sam.
Hurricane
Wow,
Richard.
Again, none of these. Hurricane Hermione. Ooh.
They're not really striking fear in my heart.
No, like if one of you get through and like H and you're like Hurricane Gordon, Hurricane, hurry out of the way, you're gonna die. Oh, okay, that was kind of it's in there.
A little random, but I do need you to help me fix the sound on my computer because once I unplug the mic, like my headphones the sound won't come through my headphones.
You broke it?
No, I just need help fixing the transmission.
Oh, your transmission's out in your computer. Got it.
Like, I had it plugged into a microphone, so now it's not showing up.
Mm-hmm. Your computer transmission needs to be fixed.
Have you ever seen those videos when it's like hot girls in a car movie?
No.
It's like, oh, your water hose is broken, silly. My water hose is broken. Trucks don't have a water hose. Gotcha. You know, like, just Madison Humphrey, I think. I can't remember what her name is, but her first name is Madison. She does a lot of videos like that, but it'll be like, you know, every episode of this show ever, or like every car girl in a movie ever. They're pretty fun.
That's awesome. Have you seen that the computer video about beans?
Beans?
You've never seen the beans video? Oh my gosh, I have to show you the beans video after this. It's amazing.
What is it?
It's a video about a guy coming. He calls over like tech support because he's having trouble with his computer. And he opens the computer and it's just filled with beans.
You did show me that video.
It's so good. And he goes, so can you fix it? He goes, no, sir, these are beans. There are beans in there. He goes, well, aren't they supposed to be? And he goes, no, these are beans.
Like, and it was like wet beans too, right? Like barbecue beans.
Like he poured like beans in there. It was so good. These are beans.
And then he called somebody to repair it. He's like, yeah, those are my computer beans. What else would it be?
Yeah. He's like, no, you have beans in there.
I think we got some bug bites or something.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think you lying to yourself. You just all up in that dry air. You felt good, and then you came back here, and you're like, everything's sticky and ugh.
No, I'm not sticky. I just have like bumps and little bite marks.
Yep, sticky.
You're sticky.
Not yet. Wait. Oh, let's say it again, but say you're not.
You're not sticky.
Oh, wait. Try it again, but say I'm not.
I'm not sticky.
I'm not either. Wait.
And I'm giving you so much help here. What are you doing?
Your hood was out.
You're out.
Wow. Got me.
That's what the ring's for.
I dropped my ring the other day, and it hit the ground. And then I picked it up and put it back on.
Yeah, okay.
That was the whole story, but there was a delay when I picked it up.
Why?
I was tired. And no, that was it. That's the whole story. What?
But it's our ring. It's our love.
I picked it up. I was just tired, so it took me a second.
When you get mad at me, do you take your ring off like, ugh?
No. I look good.
Or do you look
sacrifice
at it like,
looking good for you. Why? Do you take your ring off when you're mad at me?
No.
Why? Why would I? I'm a goddamn son of a... Who signed that contract?
I don't get mad at you very frequently. Usually it's you getting mad at me.
That's because you do dumb things a lot.
You do dumb things too, but I'm just more forgiving, I feel like.
No, you just don't want to call me out, even though I tell you that's your job. See?
Well, I'm out of words.
Wow, that's nice of you.
What else you got?
I got 2 nickels and only 1 pickle. Now, if we happen to come across more, that's fine too. But for now, you probably have to do the outro.
What does that have to do with nickels and pickles?
What do you mean?
Well, this has been an episode of Mindless Prattle. We're not quite sure what that was all about, but...
What are you talking about?
Nickels and pickles? Why did you say that?
They rhyme. That's pretty good. I'm proud of you.
Oh, lordy. I am Ripley. That's Jordon.
That didn't rhyme. You gotta say shorty. Try it again.
Shorty.
No, don't
Shorty
replace
lordy.
the... No.
Okay, I don't know what he wants from me, but this has been an episode of Mindless Prattle.
She lost the ability to rhyme.
That's Jordan. I'm Ripley. We'll see you next time, and we hope you will like and subscribe.
Hey, but don't worry. Next week, the book will be coming out soon.
Ugh. Okay, that's all, folks. Goodbye.
What are you, Porky Pig? Where you going?
The episode's over.
A bathroom break? You just had a bathroom break. Oh my gosh. This is going in a clip. I'm going to put it right at the end.
Leave me alone.
This is going in the episode. You know what?
Okay, whatever.
Right at the end. Huh?
You're the one editing it.
Ripley's editing. Yay.